Hello and welcome to the Healthy Life Portal. My name is Brett Powell. I am a wellness consultant here with the American Institute for Preventive Medicine, and I'm going to give you a brief overview of how our portal can deliver a wellness challenge, more specifically a steps-based physical fitness challenge. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and log in here using a demo login that I've set up, and this is going to log us into the portal, and you'll notice, or after I show you, you'll notice that the portal has been designed to deliver a fitness challenge. So what we have here is the ability to customize the portal. You'll notice that I have a bit of branding up here for the Institute. That, of course, could become your branding. We have some basic instructions for the challenge right here at the top. Then there's a series of rectangular boxes. We call them widgets. These can easily be turned on and off depending on what you're wanting to deliver for your population. In this particular case, we are delivering a steps-based physical fitness challenge, so you'll notice that I have things for counting activities, a widget for counting steps, for viewing progress, and so forth. At the top here, I do have a news feed, which will automatically populate events and things that are pertinent for an individual participating on the wellness portal and in a particular challenge. So what I'm going to do first and foremost is take you to the challenge page by clicking on the challenge image down here. You'll notice it's an Around the World in 80 Days scavenger hunt themed challenge, and we do that with all of our challenges. We do theme them to make them a bit more engaging for individuals. And this particular challenge is a trek around the world, so I'll come down here. We always have a description. We always have an image for the challenge, and then if it is a physical fitness challenge where we're going to be making progress and logging steps, there's usually a challenge map associated with it so that you can track your progress along the map. Now, we do have about 45 different challenges that are themed, ready to go. This is just one example of them. And down at the bottom of the page, you'll notice a leaderboard so that individuals can track their progress. And on the actual challenge map as well as the leaderboard, the only thing that the individual will see is their current position as well as the position of those 5 people immediately behind them and those 5 people immediately in front of them. And that's by design so that individuals don't get too discouraged by those people that are way out in front or people that are way out behind them, just those people closest to their activity level to serve as the best mode of motivation for them. If, however, I did want to view the complete leader statistics, I could click on View More, which would take me to a page of all of the people participating in the challenge. Of course, this is just a sample, and there are only a few people participating. On the challenges within the maps, we do have pop-ups so that as I come to a certain point within the challenge, as I cross that point, I'll get a pop-up with, in this case, it would be a bit of history about the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. If it was a different challenge, that pop-up might be a health tip or something else. You also have the ability to customize and create your own challenges, so you're not just limited to the 45 or so that we create. And by the way, we are always adding to our bank of challenges, so you wouldn't have to by any means create your own, but we do give you that option. If you have a certain route that you want your employees to take, you can absolutely create your own challenge map and theme your own challenge with your own pop-ups and so forth. So one other point to note here is that we do have hidden information points called milestones, and those allow us to theme challenges and deliver things like scavenger hunts where we can deliver clues, and individuals don't know when they will be receiving those clues. It simply kind of keeps them on their toes, and when they do reach a certain milestone, they get a pop-up on the screen that lets them know that they have reached that, and they'll be given the clue, or it could be a letter for a word scramble or something of the like. On this particular page, I could actually enter my steps and activities if I did know the number of steps I walked because I used a pedometer. You'll notice that I have a pop-up based upon the activity that I entered. I could do the same for activities, so I don't necessarily need to enter steps. This is a way to engage the most amount of people possible in your population. Everything from, well, pretty much any activity you can think of, and even if it's not on the list, we can add it. What we do is use metabolic equivalency tables to come up with a step equivalent based upon the time that you participated in an activity. So if you did yard work for 35 minutes, the system gives you a step equivalent of 2,626 steps, and I could easily add that to my total for the day as well. Once I'm familiar with the challenge and the site, I don't actually need to go to that particular challenge page to record the activity. I can do so right from the home page here. I can enter my steps, and you'll notice that the progress has been updated here on the My Progress tab, and I could do the same with activities. If I make a mistake, I can simply remove the number of steps. It'll ask me to verify that, and I will do so. Some other features to point out, and again, there are just quite a few widgets, not all of which are on this particular page, but one of which is a buddy list. So there are some social networking features built in. You can become health buddies with anybody in your company or in your organization, and then you can communicate with those individuals on an instant messaging style platform. If you'd like to coordinate a healthy lunch or perhaps a walk after work, you're able to do so right from the system. We also have a wellness score that will award points for doing certain things on the system even outside of the challenge. So everything from logging in each day to making contact with a buddy to reaching a goal can all have a point value associated with it, and you can use that as an incentive tracking system, or you can just use it as its own source of reinforcement. Some other trackers that we have here, one is an activity tracker, so this is another way to record activity if you'd like. If you don't have a pedometer or simply you like to use the map, you can trace your route here on the activity tracker, and up at the top it'll tell you just how far you traveled and the total distance. In this case, that was a rather long route of 17,242 steps, but I can add that to my total for the day by just clicking Add, and it'll give me a drop down of what that activity was. Perhaps it was a bike ride or a walk or a run at a low pace, in which case I could add that activity and my progress will be updated accordingly. I can also save this route if I want to use it at a later date. So I'm going to call this Demo Route 1. And now you'll notice it's been labeled, and when I return to this page, Demo Route 1 will be here, and I don't actually have to trace that route again. So if it's a walk that I do on a regular basis, maybe every Monday and Wednesday, I could come here, click on Demo Route 1, and my information would automatically be populated. Also included in the platform are other trackers and tools for nutrition, hydration, weight, a whole body passport, which is like a wellness journal. There are health tips that rotate on a weekly basis. Any of the challenges can be delivered in either team or individual format. That's up to you. There's a testimonial page. There's an event calendar. And then, of course, the individual can take a look at their profile and make edits to it where necessary. So that's just a brief overview, an example of a physical fitness challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with some more in a little bit. Take care and be well.